Well, student, who need help with this problem? I will know internet. Raise your hand who need help with this problem. Well, you know, you need for this problem like 1 minute 30 seconds, right? 2 minutes maximum. For this amount of time, nobody give you this. Okay, probably I solve this problem on the whiteboard in order you better understand. Let me switch this to whiteboard. Only question I don't memorize now. Can you see my whiteboard?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Problem number 1. Fisherman and this black color. Black. But I typed, I printed out, you get this today, you get it this today. And what is given? So step number 1. Want to know how many is this? He took 48 fish. Step number 1. And this problem number 1. 48 fish, which was is, it means line. Is, it's not minus, is 3/7. They said 48 fish, which was 3/7 of all fish. So then we have a box, just for explanation, box of fish. Here, box of fish. And written here, picture of this fish. Smiley face. And this entire amount of fish is one whole unit. And he took 3/7, this part, this amount of fish. And this is one box. And how many fish in box? I have no idea, X. We started with your equation. And we name this proportion. So 48 fish is 3/7. One whole box. I have no idea. Proportion. Step number 1. We use this method of proportion a lot. Okay. Who understand this step? Okay. The next step, when you have proportion, in proportion we have this a proportion. In proportion you have always 4 terms, 4. So second step, you name it cross multiplication. So look at this. X times 3/7 product of this diagonal equals product of this diagonal. 48 times 1, or equals to 48. In proportion, cross multiplication always the same. We name it cross multiplication.
Does the x.37 mean x times 37?
It's the same. You can write like this. You can write like this. Look at this. X times 3/7. This is better because you confuse x. This is multiplication. Or you can write like this. 3/7x is the same. Yes. Question?
Why did you put a 1 there?
Put what? Say it again.
You put a 1 there. Why did you put
1 is whole. Pretend you have entire pizza. One, I don't care how many pieces you have, but one entire pizza. And you ate 3/7 part of this pizza. 1 is entire unit of something. This 1 represents unit of this fish in the box. This is 1 box, and you get just 3/7 part of this box. And this 3/7 part you have 48 fish. And in entire box, I have no idea how many fish I have. This is part and this is whole. 1. Later, when we study with you percentage for this test, right? 1 is the same like 100%. So far, so good. So this how we denote in math. This is one entire unit. In this unit, I don't know how many we have, but this is whole. And you took only part of this.
Dr. Farber,
Thank you.
Welcome. Yes.
I don't understand how x times 3/7 is equal to 48.
It's not understanding. When you have proportion, I don't know. Look at this. This is apple. This is banana. This is, I don't know, what is it? Here, right? And this is, what else? Any fruit. Pineapple. So in proportion, you want this and this product is the same. This times this equals this times this. It's not understanding. Always this is property of proportion. I don't give you special terminology like we study in high school. Product of means equals to product of extremes. For you, just simple cross multiplication. Whatever you multiply by this equals to what you multiply this. This is rule. So far, so good?
Okay.
We don't prove it. It's rule of property of proportion. When you eat if you eat nice cake, property of this cake, it is sweet, right? Yes or no?
Wait, can you repeat that?
When you, I teach you a little bit about computer stuff, right? And you read in my handouts about object-oriented programming right now. What languages we study? Not too much time. Object-oriented languages are Java, C#, Visual Studio languages, Visual Studio.NET, Visual Basic VB.NET, right? What in this we have? We have objects. Everything is object. Let's say this is object. Or student is object. Maybe not polite, but object. Everything is object. Every object has property. For instance, this property is black, light, property. Student has property, name, first, last, social security, height, weight, address, properties, right? Here, this is proportion. And this is property of proportion. You're not supposed, we don't prove it, it's just taken for granted. So far, so good? Yes, no?
Yes.
You're brushing teeth, right? Taken for granted. You don't ask why I brush. It's obviously, right? You know this. This is property. Property of proportion. More questions? Now, see, I take different color. And we have to find x. How to find x? The fastest way is another property. Product of two reciprocal. You know this word reciprocal? Upside down. Product of two reciprocal equals to 1. For instance, I give example. Here. 5/6 times 6/5. Always 1, because 6 and 6 cancel out. 5 and 1. Always 1. So product of two reciprocal, this one keep, I don't know, nice example. Multiply by upside down, based on this idea. Product would be 1. How to use this property to find the fastest way this x? I multiply reciprocal, upside down, by 7/3 both parts. Why? I need to find x, you see? 3 cancel out, 7 cancel out. 3 goes into 48, 16 times. I can write this one. And you can write x equals to 16 times 7. You can multiply or leave like it is. So what I did in this case, it's not fast. I just multiply upside down by the same value, but according property of equation we studied, I cannot multiply only one part of equation. If I multiply one part, I must multiply the second part. Understand this step, students. Product of two reciprocal equals to 1. Good, good, good. Now, next step.
Dr. Farber,
Yes.
why did you do 7 over 3?
I want to have 1x, right, Tiffany?
Yes.
And how to get 1 when you have coefficient 3 over 7? I multiply this by upside down. If this 3 over 7, what will be upside down for 3 over 7? If this is 3 over 7, how to write number which is upside down to this number? 7 over 3, do you agree?
Yes.
And I know that product of two reciprocal equals to 1. 3 and 3 cancel out, 7, 7 cancel out. I get easily 1x. But since I multiply left part by 7 over 3, I must multiply right part by 7 over 3. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Good. Next step, step number 3.
Dr. Farber,
Yes.
but why did you have to flip it?
In order to find x, 1x, the fastest way, use property that product of two upside down numbers always 1. And this is the fastest way to get x. Because I multiply by upside down, this and this upside down, I always get 1 in one shot. So
Okay.
So how you understand right now? Better? It's question of experience.
Yes.
Now let's do next one. How many people we have here in this story? Who can tell me how many people?
7.
There's 7 people, but later on 1 left.
It is 6 people, 6 friends, plus this person, and there are 7 people, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
And the question is, let me read this question. The question is, how many fish does each person get? Well, the very last step. Look at this. You have to divide total number of fish, by total number of people. Should make notes. At the end of class, I ask you to send what you wrote here, everybody, okay, to the cell phone. And it would be what? You see what I did? You can multiply this by y. I leave like it is, 16 times 7. Look at this, it would be faster. And divide by 7. 7 and 7 cancel out. I will get 16 fish. You can multiply, but it takes a little bit more time. Up to you.
I
don't understand how you got 6 plus 1 equals to 7 people. Where did you get the 6 plus 1 from?
One fisherman, I read from the screen, one fisherman and 6 his friends. How many people we have? One fisher.
7.
Yes, bingo.
Okay.
Wait,
Would be easy because stop.
Dr. Farber.
Stop. I explained previous student. At home would be easy because you have in front of you this handout. You will have everybody have handout with the same problem, just different numbers, and you will see this. I just write Y and whiteboard. You easy understand. Yes, question.
But I thought it said that one of the fishermen left.
But anyway, he left without fish. It would be fair.
No.
You took fish or not? What do you think? Imagine
No.
this is bad weather, right? Rainy day. You went to this island. All night you tried to catch fish. And came home with empty pockets, right? Is it a good idea? Is it fair?
No.
He just left earlier, but did he deserve this fish or not? What do you think?
Yeah, he did.
Protein. Yes.
Dr. Farber.
Dr. Farber.
Yes, Ariana.
I don't understand where you got 16 from, where you did 16 times 7.
This, you understand this proportion. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Now cross multiplication. This times this equal this times this. You understand this, right?
Yes.
And now what I have here? 48 times 1, 48. And multiply was part by 7 over 3. Help me with this. How many times 3 goes into 48, Ariana? 3 goes into 16. And this, the same, I can write the same like 16 times 7. You can multiply this.
So is that the total number of fish?
Sorry? This is
16.
total number of fish.
Okay.
16 times 7. You can easily multiply. 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 4, 7 times 6, 42. It would be 112, for instance, right? But what is easy to simplify? 112 by 7 or 16 times 7 divided by 7. What is easy?
16 times 7.
Yes, make your life, since I foresee everywhere they use it, I don't use extra step because we fight for seconds on this test. Okay, better?
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Dr. Farber.
Yes.
How does 16.7 divided by 7 equal 16?
7 and 7 you cancel out, right? 7 by 7 is 1. Agree? Yes or no?
Yes,
1 times 16 would be what?
16.
Did I answer your question?
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? One more time. 7 divided by 7, what is it?
1.
1 times 16.
16.
16. When you cancel out, you
But
just
does it 16.7 doesn't mean the point is times, but
it's not point, it's multiplication. Look at this, I told you in the beginning. You can multiply like this, like this, like this in computer science, or just write 3x over 7. It's everywhere multiplication. This is not point. If it were a point, point would be like this, 16.7. If 16 in the middle of this point, it's multiplication. Here, this is decimals.
okay.
If you write, you can use this sign. I don't mind. More questions, students? If I change numbers for you, right? If I give a second problem, who feel like using the same steps you can solve by yourself and send me the answer? Let's have fun. Let me give you another problem right now. Only very important student. When you send me, I want to see my steps. If you send me just garbage answer, you get 0. Doesn't count. Okay. Number 2, good luck. Who will read number 2 out loud? Ariana, please. You like to read.
One fisherman and 6 of his friends were fishing, and they spent the night on the island putting all fish in a box. Fisherman fell asleep, but one decided to go home. He took 48 fish, which was 4/7 of all fish in the box. Then he sees that his friends did not get any fish. He put fish he took back into the box and tried to divide fish evenly among his friends. He took his part and went home. How many fish does each person get?
Very good. A plus. With intonation, with feelings. I believe you like fish, Ariana. Do you like fish?
Yeah.
And you like reading. Very good. A plus. Now, good luck for everybody. Solve this problem. Send me the answer. Enjoy fish. Okay. Ariana, make adjustment. Anthony, plus. Excellent. And fish smiley face. Veronica, make adjustment. Only one request for here from nobody help you. I need to see situation. Yes. Okay. Good, good, good.
Dr. Farber,
Yes, Damian.
on what should we send the work?
Do you have a control panel?
Excuse me?
Do you have control panel and question pen on the right part of your screen?
Yes.
Just here, just type number, just number without anything, just number and enter. Artyom, Ariana, make adjustment. Please hit for me. Everybody send the answer in control panel, question pen. No parents, no anybody help you. And at home, only my steps. Step 1, steps 2, steps 4 steps. 4 steps. Damian, turn off mic, please. Well, we don't have too much time. Who needs help with this problem? Definitely, I will explain one more time. And your responsibility to write all my steps again. Doesn't matter you get a plus or not, because you spend too much time. I will always use my stopwatch for this, and everybody will use time. Nobody gives such amount of time. You fight for every second. Can you believe you have 50 questions for 90 minutes? And you only one question and spend such amount of time. Let me explain on the whiteboard. Write down together with Dr. Farber. Only question I don't remember this one I have in front of me this. So I make this adjustment, okay? Here. Very important to know foundation of math. And this basic foundation, proportions, etc., what you're supposed to know perfectly. So how many fish we have here? Let me see. In this problem. Problem number 2. Write steps in the end of the class. Send me everybody to this phone number 708-300-0371. Make a picture what you did.
Dr. Farber, I don't see the phone number.
I will write it again. The same phone number.
Can we just send it to the Gmail?
Or email. Here or email with your first and last name. First, last name. You send me problem number 1, what you wrote, and problem number 2, how you copy down from my whiteboard. Problem number 2. Let me read it. Step number 1.
Dr. Farber, is it okay if there are other problems on that page?
Listen, please. Listen. We don't have time. 4/7. 4/7, they said, and one entity is x. I answer this after. I want to give you this explanation. I want to see how to write it down. Step number 2, cross multiplication. X times 4/7 equals to 48. Without thinking, like, yes, and do cross multiplication. Who understand up to this point everything, students? Who has questions? Next step, multiply reciprocally, upside down. Now, 4, 4, 7, 7 cancel, beautiful. We don't have any coefficient here except for 1. 4 goes into 48 12 times. I have 12 times 7. Not necessarily this multiplication. You can multiply, you can have it 84, up to you. Step number 3. Number of people. 1 fisherman plus 6 friends. How many? 6 friends here? Yes, 6 friends. So 1 plus 6, 7 friends, 7 people. Step number 4. Total fish. By total people equals 12 times 7 divided by 7. Look at this. 7 cancel out, it's 1. Result is 12. And the answer is 12 fish. 12 fish. Just all 4 steps. This is classic. Why it's important for me? Because you the same steps. It helps you a lot for other topics, because other topic based on the same foundation, same on the same proportions. If you're familiar with proportion here, I never think about one problem. I think about entire picture, entire test, entire foundation. Okay. Ask me any questions about this, number 2. If
I
you
have a
have.
question.
Yes.
Why do you have to divide at the last step?
Well, you have. Do you have a sister or somebody? Siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister.
Okay, sister. Pretend you have 84 candies. Okay, on this holiday, when you have chicken trick, right? And you decided to divide equally between you and your sister. What are you supposed to do? 84 candies. How many sisters do we have?
1.
2. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 people, right?
Mhm.
Or you decided not to share with your sister. So how many candies will you get in this case, Ariana?
I'll get evenly the even amount that my sister got.
Yes, but if you have 84, how many you will get and your sister?
24.
How many candies will you get if total we have 84?
24.
No, total 84, but you will get how many?
42.
42, yes. Why? Because we have 2 sisters, right? 2 people. In this case, we have how many people? 7. And the question is, how many fish does each person get? Divide by the number of persons.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, students, who understand this 100%? Okay, now don't forget to send me these 2 problems to manager phone number, text. If you don't have this option to text, send to our Facebook, not our email, and write here first and last name. Not like smart kitty, not like this, not smart kid. Your first and last name. Now, students, let me give you homework. Let me give you homework. Okay, today 21st.